stuff. Yeah. Anyways. Ooh, she's hot.
Hey, hi guys.
Oh, shit.
On this week episode, the special guest is...
Ooh, hashtag web radio. Hashtag doesn't suck. Ooh, OMG. Hashtag the best.
Pioneer, App Mode Live.
Oh, hashtag GPS finally works.
Hashtag, I'm out of here.
Hashtag, yeah, I won't even go there. Hey man, what you doing?
I'm just watching the new screen they have.
Yeah, you saw me hook that up, huh?
Yeah.
Ready to play?
Oh yeah.
You know what we got here? What is it, right? What the hell?
What the hell is this?
Alright, so here it is. All you guys out there that like the app mode on all your Pioneer radios,
Yeah.
app radio, and it sucks. I gotta be honest with you, I hate it. But they've changed it.
They changed it.
Yes, they came out with a new feature to add into it, which is called App Radio Live.
Yeah.
That's right. Now, this is an account-driven service, so you have to set up an account. I don't know why, but I haven't got any spam from them, so I'm kind of cool with it.
Okay.
Okay? But it adds a whole new layer to App Radio, and it's like it kicks the suck out and brings the cool in.
Hmm?
Yeah, I know.
Sounds
Cool.
Sounds different.
Doesn't sound. Sounds the same. Looks better.
Okay.
It's all looks, man.
It's
Looks.
all
How do you
looks.
look? I look good. Anyways,
Okay.
enough playing around.
Show me how it works.
That's what we're going to do. We're going to
Okay.
show you how it works. All right, so if you'll notice, we have a new home screen.
Exactly.
Okay, and it's got 4 things going on for the most part. Well, it's
4
got, well,
things.
there's a clock too. But anyways, you got your GPS, you got your temperature, you have your calendar, and you have whatever music you're listening to in the radio, in the phone.
Okay, so all this is from the app.
All this is coming from the app.
Okay.
Okay, which unfortunately for right now is iPhone only, so all the Android guys are going to have to wait a little bit. Sorry guys, not my fault. Anyways, moving on.
Okay.
So,
Tell me.
if we double tap, we
got
can go
GPS.
live on the GPS. We'll
Right.
talk more about the GPS in a minute though, because that's really one of the coolest features so far.
Okay.
Well, all right, so if you notice there's a little icon here in the corner,
Got it.
and it brings up the 4 corners.
Okay, so what is this corners?
Well, okay, so there's 4 things you need to know. 4, not 3, 4.
Okay, so
4.
it's gonna be 4.
Alright, missing a finger. Anyways, we won't go into
It's
pirate
okay,
mode.
okay.
Okay, so you need to know what the weather's like. Now, these
Yeah.
are what Pioneer thinks you need. You know what the weather's like,
All right.
okay? And apparently you can't just open a window and look. It's gonna rain. You need to know
gonna rain.
what's going on today. Do I
What's
have any
going on?
plans? Do I need to
Exactly.
be anywhere?
Yeah.
You know, where do my fans want me to be? Okay. Secondly, you want to listen to something while you're going there. Thirdly, why I say
the more
secondly?
important.
Thirdly, I want some tunes, bitch.
Yeah, exactly.
I want to be jamming. And then, of course, last but not least, how the hell do I get there?
Exactly.
All right.
So
those
that's
are
the 4
those
days.
are the 4 things that we need to know every day.
Okay.
Okay. So that's what they concentrated on. So first
Okay.
things first. Boom. Hit this icon.
And we got the weather.
Bingo. Now.
Okay.
Obviously, the weather's different in certain parts of town.
Exactly.
Or in different areas, different cities, different states.
Right.
If you're going on a trip, you don't want to see where the weather is.
Okay,
when you're
so
at
you
home.
can choose whatever you are.
You can choose.
You can choose.
You can choose what the weather is gonna be like.
Okay.
So you hit this arrow here, and you can change what's going on. So you have
Where
your
you are.
home, you have your work, you have your Clearwater Mall.
Okay.
You can set it up. So like Clearwater Mall, like if we're going to Clearwater Mall, we can tell
We
it
can
before
go.
we go there. So if we're gonna go to Orlando, we can
Alright.
tell it before we go there, and it'll know.
Okay.
So as we're driving in, of course it's raining, we can go, quick, somebody check the weather. And then, oh, it's raining. Well, no
Okay,
shit, the
before I
window's
go,
wet.
I have to check my calendars.
Really?
Yes, because I have to know if I'm busy
Yeah,
or
there's
not.
nothing going on in your world. Anyways, so you hit the icon here, and we go back, and we hit calendars. Okay?
Okay.
So here's the calendar. So we can scroll through and see what's going on. You know, all that cool stuff.
Okay.
You can also, it has a couple options. You hit this little button here. You can sync your personal calendars as well as your Facebook calendars. So, you know, when you want to, oh, I got to tell Johnny it's his birthday today. Happy birthday, Johnny. Happy birthday, Clara. Happy birthday, Jesus.
Jesus.
Manuel's birthday's coming up. Anyways,
Okay.
so now, the third thing is
Yeah.
obviously we want to jam. So
Yes.
we know what the weather's going to be like, hot,
Yeah.
wet, and shitty. We ain't got nothing to do today.
Nothing.
let's go driving. Let's listen to some music. All right, so we hit music. All right, so and bam, starts playing music. Yes, I want you to take over control. Okay, so we're gonna pause that for a second. Now, if we come over here and hit this icon here, these are the choices we have for music in the app.
Oh, it's only in the app. Okay.
In the app. Now,
all right.
This is different. So if you have this is different from a Next radio to a normal AVH radio. So if you have a normal AVH radio, this is how it works. If you only get these 4 choices. But if you have a Next radio, like a 4000, you have a little bit more possibility available to you, which is what we're going to talk about. So you still get, in a regular AVH, you still get all these cool functionalities, but with the next piece, you get more functionality. And at the end of the day, more is better.
It's always better.
It's always better. All right, so anyways, let's talk about more. So you have internet radio, which is something Pioneer's providing for you, so you can tap on that and you can listen to some of the music they picked out, or you can go to your iPod and listen to your iPod music. Okay? Now, that's great, right?
Yeah.
But what about Pandora?
Can I use Pandora?
Yes, of course. But Pandora is already a source in the regular radio, so you go here and you click on Pandora.
Okay.
Okay? And it's going to, of course, launch Pandora. Okay? And eventually the music will come on because it's internet, so it's got to hook up. All right, but now when I hit mode, okay, it's going to go back to this. Why did it do that? I don't, you know. Well, there's a reason for that, and we're going to get to that right now. Is in the GPS.
Okay.
Okay. So in the past, on the normal AVH radios, the problem is when you're GPSing, you're listening to whatever's on the device.
Exactly.
With this guy, you don't have to do that. Now, this is, like I said, this is a Next feature only. Okay? Or at least if it isn't, I couldn't get it to do it on all the other ones that I tested. So what you do now is we're going to go here, and we're going to move out of Pandora, and we're going to go to the radio. Okay?
Okay.
We're going to pick a station, and we're going to turn up the volume. Okay? So we got some volume playing.
So I use the regular radio.
Just the regular radio. So we want to jam because, you know, we like the local radio station, as if that would happen. But let's say you did. It's HD. Maybe one of those HD techno channels is really kicking it in your part of town.
But I want the GPS also.
But you want the GPS also. So now you hit the mode button. Okay. That's going to go back to the GPS. And you say, where did my sound go?
Exactly.
Well, okay, so we're going to hit the volume button again. Now you'll notice there's 2 things going on. There's Pandora one, or there's HD radio. If I click HD radio, it's going to switch over internally, and now I'm hearing the radio again.
And can still watch the GPS.
So now I have full functionality of GPS. Well, what if I want to go somewhere? We're just looking at a map.
Exactly.
Okay? I don't want to look at a map. I want a map to look like it's doing something.
I want to type something so I can go.
So we hit this little guy right here. Okay. And it gives you all these cool POIs.
POIs.
POIs. P in your eye.
Okay.
I pee in your eye.
Well, anyways.
Or I want a piece of pie. Anyways. So, or we can hit this guy right here, which is search. Okay.
And you can type in.
So we can type in something. So we'll type in 5. Oh my God, they hit the V. There it is. And they hit the E. 5. And I'll type in guy.
5.
Yeah, okay, and we'll hit that little go there button. And then what it's going to do is it's going to pull up all the things that say 5 guys.
And still can listen to the radio.
We're still listening to the radio.
Right.
So we'll tap the top one there. Okay. Now it's going to give us, do we want to see if this one sucks? Maybe they're greasy, maybe they're stuck, maybe they've been dirty dining, who knows? Maybe they found roach poop on the counter. Maybe they didn't. Maybe the last guy that ate there loved it, said it was the best burger since the coming of Christ.
That's what they say.
Which hasn't happened.
That's what they say.
They're greasy as hell, I love them.
There.
Anyways, so we'll hit go. Okay, it's going to do this little magic here, and you hit start. Okay, so it's going to start, and it's going to wait for me to go. So once I start driving down the road now, I'm still listening to the radio.
What are we waiting for? Let's go.
Calm down, really. I know it's late, but calm down. So that's really probably one of the best features is for all the people out there that were complaining that they couldn't listen to the AM FM as well as have a route up. Now there are some drawbacks to it that still make this not as good as adding a true in-dash, but you gotta wait.
Yeah.
And really it comes down to whether you want the map to talk to you or not.
That's whatever you want.
You know, so it'll still get you there.
Exactly.
Alright, so we'll turn this down. Now if we want to go back and we want to listen to regular music or play this, we'll hit play. Okay, and we'll turn that up. Okay, make sure that's... we'll flip-flop between the two. You get the idea. I'll turn that back down. All right, so that's it, man.
all,
Those are the
man.
4 things in life that matter.
Yeah.
And they're all in your radio now.
Yeah,
Easily
exactly.
accessed from App Radio Live. How exciting is that? Fuck, freaking cool. Did I almost cuss? Oh my gosh. All right, guys. Well, thanks for watching. Hope this was informative. Hope if you have App Radio, you feel you want to download this now. If not, oh well. See you next time. You can find us at 5 Star Car Stereo on Facebook as well as YouTube.
Yep.
We do this
Monday and Thursdays.
and whatever. Say something.
Yeah, okay. So, para la gente que tenga alguna pregunta, vengan, denos una llamada y podemos ayudarlos. Gracias por vernos y que tengan buen día.
What's that? You said Katanga Munga? Katanga Munga Mugu Mugu?
I'm hungry. Let's go.
Hungry. Let's go get a burger. All right. See you.